the first time I encountered Jewish stuff at school was through an elective history course. We had this amazing history teacher in high school who taught an elective on World War II. And as part of that elective, there was a whole part about the Jewish experience during the war. So we all, I don't know, maybe it sounds weird, but we all had to, at the beginning of the semester, we basically had to choose Jewish identities. Like she did it through a lot of chants and stuff, but part of her teaching of history was always like simulation-based. So we everyone in the class had a Jewish identity, and certain people would have more than one person that they were sort of in charge of, because I think we had 100 people. And then, like, statistically throughout the semester, like, people died. And as we studied historic, side by side, we were doing the history and then the Holocaust, and so whenever we would study a certain moment, then we would often have the Jewish part of that. So we would have these, like, she would simulate roll calls using, and really tried to get us to understand the chants involved in surviving. Like dice games, or, one of the most memorable things was the roll call, where we all had ID cards, and she would, some days in class, she would have us all go outside after we got there, and she would just literally throw the cards around the room and, like, open the door, and we'd run in and, like, have to find our card and sit down, and the last person to do that, or, like, the last two people, like, their people would die. And so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, sometimes when I tell people this, it's, like, trite. How do you simulate the Holocaust? You can't. But I think for high school students, and especially people coming from all sorts of backgrounds, it was one of the most popular classes in our school, because she made us understand the history, in a real way.